Hi everyone, and welcome to another Fridays with CarToq session. This is our second such session, and today we have with us even Shreyans Jain, another CarToq expert. And joining us from Pune, we have the man who brings you all the news all the time, Jayaprashant Mohan, and he'll be on in a minute. So today we've got a few things that we're going to discuss, and Shreyans and I are both here. We can also take your questions live. So we've got in the next week. We've got the Mercedes CLA, the Tata Bolt, and the Datsun Go Plus. So, GP, you've driven the Datsun Go Plus. Let's start with that. What pricing do you expect?
3.5 lakhs is what it should start from because it's essentially a Go with a extended body. But I think Datsun will price it below 4 lakhs. 3.5 to 4 lakhs is what the Go Plus will be priced. That's my estimate because there's not much, there's not too much extra in the Go Plus when you compare it with the Go. It's pretty much a Go with a extended body. So it should be around 50-60,000 rupees higher.
Okay. And what about the Tata Bolt? I think Tata is looking some very aggressive pricing on the Bolt. What do you think about the Bolt?
Yeah, one thing is pricing, and the second thing is the scoop that we did recently. The Tata Zest, the alloy wheels, and the 333 maintenance package on the Tata Zest have been taken away. This is to increase the differentiation between the Bolt and the Zest. So I think the Zest will be priced close to maybe 4.2 lakh rupees. That is what my estimate is. So that they have around at least a 40-50,000 rupee price difference between the Zest and the Bolt. Uh, and you obviously have a little differentiation now because the alloy wheels are out and the 333 maintenance is out. So these things will actually make for better differentiation between the two models.
So here we are somewhere on the outskirts of Udaipur with this new premium hatchback from Tata, the Tata Bolt. Maybe a bit of a funny name, but there's a lot to it. The quality looks really
Can you put up the video on that showing
This bright red Tata Bolt is a grounds-up development for Tata and one that holds a lot of promise. It shares its platform with the Zest compact sedan, but looks much better in hatchback form as the design is more proportionate. Up front, the sporty twin-beam headlamps with projectors, trademark smiley face Tata grille, and nicely chiseled fenders do make the Bolt look sporty. The 15-inch alloys also add to the sporty touch. At the rear, the car has a distinct European design influence with these flame-shaped tail lamps and blacked-out C-pillar. Look at it from any angle, and the aesthetics are definitely pleasing. However, it does stand tall, even though the ground clearance is rated at 155 millimeters. Now, the Bolt is a car that looks not just promising for Tata, but also promising for the entire premium hatchback segment, because this has a lot of features which will kind of redefine what features are for this segment. The interiors are all black and the fit and finish of the plastics is good. And yes, all the bolts in the Bolt fit tightly. The dashboard itself is well laid out and the seats are comfortable with nice thick cushioning and lumbar support. The car has a fair amount of features to offer, such as automatic climate control, steering audio controls, and electrically adjustable mirrors, and a comprehensive multi-information display. The talking point here, though, is the Harman Connect Next touchscreen infotainment system that can play video, audio from multiple sources, offers Bluetooth phone connectivity, adjustments for climate control, and even GPS navigation through Map My India and a compatible phone. What it lacks, though, are bottle holders. It has tiny door pockets, a single cup holder in front, and under seat storage. So the Bolt has pretty good space in the rear seat, pretty much like the Zest. Plenty of headroom, plenty of legroom, and the seats feel pretty comfortable. This car has almost sedan-like space. The rear seats split fold in a 60-40 fashion to free up more luggage space. Luggage space is just about adequate for a few soft bags though. But what really has the potential to shake up the premium hatch segment is the engine. This Bolt XT is equipped with a 1.2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine that puts out 90 PS of power and 140 Newton meters of torque with a 5-speed manual transmission. It also comes with 3 drive modes: City, which is the default, Eco for better economy, and Sport for better performance. Overall fuel efficiency using a mixture of driving modes and predominantly in Sport was close to 13 kilometers per liter. The car is no Usain Bolt, but it is surprisingly stable at high speeds too. Overall, the Bolt promises to be a pretty good all-round premium hatchback that will give the Maruti Swift and Hyundai i20 a run for their cash, given its space, comfort features, and surprisingly good build quality. It could really be a Bolt from the blue for the premium hatchback segment.
So that was the Tata Bolt, and Shreyan's, I think we are seeing this car for the first time. What was your take on this?
Bolt looks to be the next big thing from Tata. I mean, I've not given the Bolt as yet, but I've been in the test, and I must say I was very impressed by the car. The fit and finish, the ride quality, the engine is very good. The new turbo control, it brings a new kind of drivability to this segment with the city and the sport mode. Plus the Connect Next system from Harman. I mean, this new level of connectivity. It is something unseen in the budget segment, and it is something which instantly makes you go wow.
Okay. JP, do you think the Bolt has the potential to overthrow the Swift? If I may ask, if I can be so bold. Bolt.
Yes. See, the Bolt does have the potential, but still, there's one more thing that Tata hasn't really managed to change in the Bolt. It still looks like the Vista. See, that is what most people who saw the Bolt, in the pictures, they still, it doesn't have that wow factor when it comes to the looks. Yes, it's got fantastic interiors, it's got the features, it is beautiful, and the fit and finish is improved. We saw that with the Zest, and they've continued with the Bolt also. So these are things that the Bolt really bring. There's some nice things that the Bolt really brings to the table. But when it comes to the looks, it is still not, a completely new car. So that
There is a handicap to begin with. The advantage of the turbo is that you get a good dose of torque. I mean, we are talking about, I think, 145 Nm, which if we see, it is not far from what you get in cars like in diesel cars like the Swift. You have the city mode, the sport mode, and the eco mode. Now that is something which is really unheard of in this segment. You can select the driving mode as per your requirement, as per the conditions you are having, and the car will respond accordingly.
Right. Okay, so I think the third launch, of course, is the Mercedes CLA. That's like a really
That's a big thing.
good-looking car. The sedan, it's likely to give the Audi A4, A3, all of them a run for their money. JP, what's your take on the car?
and it's also the second most aerodynamic car in the world. It's got a 0.22 coefficient of drag. Yeah, that
Okay,
is.
that's really technical. I mean, coefficient of drag and all that. I mean,
Yeah,
there's no difference in our traffic conditions.
it doesn't matter, but still, there's something, that is one fact that people would want to know about that car. And one more thing is that is the CLA is the only MFA based car which will be assembled in India. The A class, B class, and the GLA, all three cars will be brought in as completely built units. But CF is assembled in India. So Mercedes Benz could actually price it quite sharply. From what I am gathering, it will be priced quite above the A3. Mercedes-Benz doesn't want to take on the A3 directly with the CLA. They want to position the CLA as a larger and a more premium offering compared to the A3. So I think there will be 2-3 lakh rupee difference minimum between the CLA and the A3 one. Second thing is, apart from that, they want to actually position the CLA in the same place where the old C left off. Now, as you know, the new C class is larger than the older one. So they gotten the CLA in the same position as the older C class. That's what I've been hearing from dealer sources.
It can't be that bad. On that note, let's take a couple of questions. So I've got a few questions from viewers. The first one being about okay, the Tata Bolt. We have a question I have is from Debashish Datta from Calcutta, and he says, "I'm excited. That should be excited about the Tata Bolt by seeing the display and its features at a mall. They are not allowing any test drives at present. Is there any really, I mean, is there really any reason to be excited, and is it a value for money car?"
See, it is the one of the best built Tata cars. So if you're actually looking for a high quality Tata hatchback, that Tata has never built before. Maybe the Bolt is the one which Devashish needs to go for. If he is actually looking at high quality, nice interiors, and segment leading features, touchscreen multimedia interface, and you also have the navigation which your smartphone it can get integrated into the Harman interface. So these are certain things that only the Bolt offers in the segment. So in terms of features, I think yes, it's a fantastic car.
Um, we've got a question from Dushyant who says, for a budget of 25 lakhs, what automatic SUV can I choose? I'm not too keen on the Toyota Fortuner, and he says that because everyone has it, this is a question. How is the Pajero Sport automatic, and are there any other options? JP?
The other option, of course, is the Santa Fe. That is quite a nice SUV at similar price level, maybe 25. He needs to stretch by a couple of lakhs, maybe. The Santa Fe is an option, and later this year you will have the Ford Endeavour coming in. That looks fantastic. I'm a fan of the car's looks. Actually, it's got the Ford's new global design, and even that is offering that car also will offer a six-speed automatic gearbox. For now, if he's actually looking at the Pajero Sport, I think the Pajero Sport is a fantastic car compared to the Fortuner, especially the way it rides and overall as a car, as a SUV that is better put together. I think the Pajero Sports takes the cake when it comes to the automatic variant, and there is a feeling that the Fortuner is a little overpriced for the kit it offers. Now
I will suggest the Pajero Sport over the Fortuner. Well, simple fact that the cabin of the Pajero Sport, it looks a lot more. It is very well finished. It looks a lot more premium. Plus, it is the ride quality is so much better.
Okay.
With the Pajero Sport, I mean, you can throw any kind of terrain at it. You really don't get jolted around or thrown around too much. The wild card over here is a Santa Fe. Now, Santa Fe, of course, it is priced a bit higher. It is touching 30 lakhs. But as a car, something which is which is to be driven on tarmac on highways, I mean, Santa Fe is again it is still more comfortable. Plus, being a Hyundai, it is fully loaded, lots of features, premium cabin.
So what we have here is a Skoda Octavia, which has had some sticker pasted on it for a media award show. And this has left some ugly residue on the door. Now we are going to show you how to remove sticky residue from the door. We have tried various solvents, starting with WD-40 over here, some vinegar, nail polish remover, and even Coca-Cola, because somebody said that Coca-Cola can remove such stains. It's best to work in bright sunlight to make sure the metal surface is hot, as glue comes off easier. After trying various solvents, we figured the easiest and safest is WD-40 for this kind of sticker residue. First, clean the area thoroughly using a household spray cleaner. Wipe it dry. Then spray WD-40 liberally over the surface and let it soak in. Mop up any excess with a soft cloth. Once the WD-40 has soaked in, begin to scrape off the glue using the flat edge of a plastic credit card. Continue in a single direction until the job is done. Next, clean the area and apply a coat of wax polish to protect the paint. Buff it to a shine and you are done. So there you have it. All you need to take off that goopy goo that was there from the sticker in some WD-40 or any other spray like this, like Zoric or Rustlic or any anti-rust spray will do the job. And it doesn't harm the paint because it's a lubricant. For additional protection, after you finish taking off the glue, you need to put some wax polish, which will give the paint a protective finish. And while you're taking off the glue, make sure that the paint doesn't get harmed. Use a flat edge plastic piece like a credit card or something like that.
This is in the compact sedan segment. There's one of our readers who written in to say, how do you compare the Hyundai Accent versus the Desire versus the Amaze and versus the Tata Zest? Now the Zest I think is a new entrant here and also to shake up things. I think 2 months in a row the Zest has outsold the Honda Amaze in terms of sales figures the last 2 months, making it just slightly behind the Accent last month. So it's the number three in the segment. You have the Desire, the Accent, and the Zest now, followed by the Amaze. JP, your take on this? Which of the four would you advise in diesel and in petrol separately?
In diesel, I'd pick up the, especially if I'm going to do a lot of city driving, I'd go with the Zest AMT because that is something very unique and it's so much more comfortable. The AMT and no other compact sedan offers this feature. The Zest offers that. And even in petrol, if I'm just looking for looking at driving in the city and I want a lot of features, again I would go with the Zest because the fit and finish is beautiful. If I want a car for the highway, I would go with the Desire because I feel the Desire is, somehow it handles better than other cars and it's got it's more fun on the highway compared to.
If I was to buy something from this segment, diesel car, I'll put my money on the Accent simply because it is so very. You don't have to gears that often. Plus, it is light and easy to drive.
Let's just bring up one more question and a comparison here. Four-wheel drive top-end. Duster all-wheel drive. Classic question, JP. Duster all-wheel drive versus Scorpio four-wheel drive S10. Which one?
Duster all the way.
Duster all-wheel drive.
Duster all the way. Yes. I mean, it is the Duster is almost it's got a hatchback kind of performance in an SUV package, and it's got so much all-wheel drive system. It's so grippy. I drove it in this Ambi Valley, and you can actually push it around the corners. I don't think you can do the same with the Scorpio because.
Well, I'll take the Safari over there. Great brute as an SUV, powerful engine. Crucially, it has low ratio and it gets an LSD, a limited slip differential. So if I'm off-roading, if I'm buying a 4x4 of these vehicles, the 4x4 model, it is obvious that I'll be mucking around a fair bit. And when it comes to mucking around, the Safari is the best.
To take part in this hangout, all you need to do is click on the little link which is below this hangout. Fill in the form and post your question there. We will take your questions live. We'll discuss it on air every Friday, 3 p.m. Join us for Fridays with CarToq here. We'll there's Shreyan, there's me, there's JP, there's Amit, a whole lot of others will keep coming on to take your questions and answers. And let's just have fun. And of course, anything you want specifically discussed over here on Friday with CarToq, please click on that link, post it in there, and also leave your mobile number because if you leave your mobile number in there, we can send you an SMS reminder to come and join this hangout every Friday, 3 p.m. Others, just put a reminder on your phone and sign in. Happy to see you on Fridays with CarToq. This is Roshan signing off. Shreyan's, Simpai, and JP from Pune. Bye, JP.